And we welcome you to the St. Louis Park Rec Center here in St. Louis Park, Minnesota, as we get ready for some more action as part of this Tradition in the Park tournament. Should be a good one this afternoon. It's the Maple Grove Crimson taking on the Cloquet Esco Carlton Lumberjacks. And it should be a good one. As I mentioned yesterday, Maple Grove losing their first game of the season to the number one ranked Minnetonka Skippers, who improved to 11-0 with the win. Meanwhile, the Cloquet Esco Carlton Lumberjacks coming in with a 4-7 record on the season. A lot of tough games for them early so far, but they fought through it. And yesterday they picked up a nice win over the Elk River Elks. 5-0 was the score there. And so this should be a good matchup. Very evenly matched teams. We'll hear the starting lineups here from the public address announcer, and we'll get ready to go. Owen Carlson is going to be the starter here today for Cloquet. 2.89 goals against and a .874 save percentage entering this tournament. We'll hear the rest of the starters here. There's a look at the starting lineups for Cloquet, and now let's hear the starting lineups for Maple Grove. Parker Slotsby will be the starter today for the Crimson. Hasn't faced a lot of action, just one game played for him coming into this tournament. But the number's pretty solid. 1 goal against in that one game and a .952 save percentage. So we'll see how Slotsby does against this Lumberjacks team. Here's a look at your starters for the Maple Grove Crimson. So the national anthem already played before the first game, and so we'll get ready to go here at the St. Louis Park Rec Center. First game was a good one. Wayzata and Holy Family, the Trojans, were up by 2 goals several times, 2-0 and 3-1 and 4-2, but the Holy Family Fire battled back and they evened the game up at 4 midway through the period. And then, of course, no goals in overtime, an exciting overtime period, a couple of chances at both ends, and we'll see what happens here in this one. Should be a good battle. Of course, Maple Grove losing their first game, though, of the season last night to Minnetonka. But this is still a very dangerous Crimson team that certainly could find its way in the state tournament when we get to early March. And so this one fired in deep here by the Lumberjacks to begin this game. It'll be backhanded out through center and chopped at here by Langenbrunner for the Lumberjacks as it's fired in deep once more. After it now for Cloquet, Aaron Moore. Shot from Langenbrunner at the point. That one goes wide of the goal. Pass out front there, broken up by the Crimson. And now it'll be played at center ice. Kostelecki was the one who tipped it in. Now Cloquet will regroup as once again it's Langenbrunner trying to find his man up ice. Being whacked at there was Bender. And now the Crimson inside. Look at this move. On the backhand, scores! What a goal for the Crimson. It's 1-0. Let's take a look at this one. That goal, of course, from Maple Grove, Justin Janicki. And look at him go. Fed it right through the 5-hole, and the Crimson lead at 1-0 here. And so very early goal here for Maple Grove, and they are picking up right where they left off. A nice goal here to begin this game. This one played up the boards and out through center ice. It comes for the Crimson. Dahlquist hanging on to it. A drop feed there, broken up. Down low to the corner it goes. Crimson looking to attack again. At the point it comes, and over. Dahlquist trying to feed that through the slot area. That's broken up. Crimson still attacking here. Here's the goal scorer, Janicki. Move it down low. Back up to the point, held on to. Shot through traffic, didn't get through. And fired down the length of the ice, but a very good start to this game here for the Maple Grove Crimson. They're working the puck very nicely all over the ice, and it's been a good start so far for them. Face-off will be in the offensive end here for the Crimson. After that icing call, kept in, shot from the point, rebound loose in front, pad save, and hung onto by Owen Carlson. He's able to make that save under the pressure there. We'll take a look at this one here on replay. Good save by Carlson, tracking that one down. To the point it goes. Crimson trying to get in. Up along the boards now, a battle for the Lumberjacks. Big collision there from Norden. And up the boards it comes. Backhanded. This will be gloved down and off one of the Lumberjacks. But picked up here by Maple Grove. Oakland trying to feed it in front. And that one's turned aside. May have been blocked in front. Kept in, though, at the point by Dorholt. Trying to find his man. Kept in by the Crimson. Elias now. This one banked out by Olsen. And now through center it comes. Nice play there as it's tipped in deep by Maple Grove's Trevor Kukkonen. Along the wall. Centering feed. Just missed the mark there. So it'll be held on to here by the Crimson as they move it down low. Picked up once again. Quick turnaround shot. And able to track it down there was Carlson. So a whistle here with 13:50. We'll take a look at this one on replay. And a nice turnaround shot. Able to be tracked down all the way by Carlson. 13:45 here remaining in this period. This one flipped out through center. Gloved down by Cloquet's number 8, John Baker. As this one will be banked off the glass and back into the Crimson end. Baker, nice pass on the right wing. This one will go over for Langenbrunner. There's the shot that sails over the glove of Parker Slotsby. Now Nick Levada. Back behind the net it goes. The centering feed broken up by the Crimson and played by Kostelecki up the boards. This one will go the length of the ice for an icing with 13:04 to go here in period number 1. Only goal of the game was scored by Maple Grove's Justin Janicki, who's been phenomenal all season long. Right up there with Trevor Kukkonen in the leading scorers for this Crimson team. This one banked all the way down. This will not be an icing as Carlson decides to play it. Nice feed in front, backhand try, good save there, as it looked like it was Leafblad that got the shot off. Kept in again here by the Crimson. Kyle Kukkonen doing a good job here. Now this one coming through center, Janicki trying to grab a hold of it. Now it's pinched up along the wall, and through center it comes. Janicki intercepted by the Lumberjacks. Katola got leveled there as Cloquet will regroup. Pass tipped in deep here by Katola. He got tied up with Maple Grove's Spencer Dahlquist. Entry feed, here they come. Janicki trying to work outside again. Tied up. Now the Lumberjacks find it. Up the ice it comes. Big hit right in front of the scorer's table there. Will be tracked down by Ethan Elias as he moves it on over. Crimson up through center now. This one getting whacked at. Now fired deep by Nelson. 11:42 here to go in the first. Still 1-0 lead for Maple Grove. Here it comes now through center. With it for Cloquet is Durand. Durand will leave it back for a teammate. Centering feed broken up. And stick work there from the Maple Grove defense. This one banked out, no icing. And it'll be dropped for Henry Nelson of the Crimson. Nelson, nice moves through center. Able to feed the pass up. But wobbling around, and Cloquet will regroup the other way. Here's Baker cutting inside. Backhander. Turned aside with the pad. Baker again going at it here for the Lumberjacks. Quick turnaround shot. Fought off again. Another try for Cloquet. And turned aside once again by Parker Slotsby, the junior goaltender. Let's take a look here at how this play develops. Really good effort there from Slotsby, able to maintain his position for the saves. Worked up along the boards, and now Maple Grove able to move it free for Jacobs. Picked off though by Cloquet. Nice drop pass. Baker, that one hit the post. Ooh, good shot from John Baker. Looking to even this game up for the Lumberjacks. Ladvo, oh, look out. Cloquet almost struck again. And a chance there as Landon Langenbrunner was looking for that one. Here's a shot that gets deflected out of play on the original chance from Tyler Kostelecki. See how this chance develops, but you see there, Maple Grove able to track that one down and move into the offensive end. Face-off to be taken here by Kyle Kukkonen. And back to the corner it goes. Crimson in the offensive end. Janicki cutting through the middle. Sails that shot high. Loose puck picked up here by the Lumberjacks. As it's Mason Langenbrunner firing it deep. Down low it comes. Katola kept in. Will come to the other side where the Crimson will be there to control it. Up through center it comes. Nice tape-to-tape pass. Shot there, and a save there from the goaltender, Owen Carlson. Crimson still attacking. Up to the point it comes. Rister redirected and cleared out by Cloquet. And the nice pass there from Cloquet's Katola connects, but it'll go back deep. Up the boards, a nice pass ahead for Kyle Kukkonen. Waiting for his teammates. Kukkonen shoots, that's blocked. Traffic in front. Janicki went down for the Crimson, right back up. Good collisions here along the wall. 9:15 to go in the first. Nice moves there and a glove save. Off the try from Christian Gallitz. Take a look at this one on replay. The puck picked up off the boards near the blue line and moved forward through center. And a good chance there for the Lumberjacks to even this game up. They've settled in pretty nicely here after giving up that first goal of the game. This one banked up the boards. Reller couldn't track that one down. Action right along the red line. And now move forward here by Maple Grove's Brandon Reller. Reller trying to cut inside and get that edge. We'll just leave it back behind the goal. 8:42 remaining in the first. Nice pass out through center. Here comes Gallitz. Trying to cut his way in here on Spencer Dahlquist. And Gallitz lost the handle. Now gets it back, centering feed, and a good stop there from Slotsby. Had to almost jump up to make the save. Crimson still the other way. That one connects that center ice for Reller. Fired in over the top. Langenbrunner now tracking it down. Pass just a little bit too far for Aaron Moore, so this one will be an icing here against Cloquet. We'll come down to the other end. 8:06 to go, first period of play. Coming up next here on MN Hockey TV, scheduled for a 5:30 start time between the, a 5 o'clock start time between Benilde St. Margaret's and the Lakeville South Cougars. Should be a good one there. Pass tipped in deep here by Landon Langenbrunner. Now it'll be played to the corner by Moore. Moore pinned up along the wall, that puck floating around in front. Good defense here by the Crimson, able to work that one out of the zone. That 5 o'clock start may be pushed back a little bit because, of course, we had that overtime game in game number 1 between Holy Family and Wayzata. 4-4 was the final, nobody scoring in the overtime period. And so this game got started a little bit later than we anticipated. Up through center it comes, a 2-on-2 the other way for the Crimson, but the pass bounced off Trevor Kukinen's skates. 7:13 now to go in the first period. 1-0 Maple Grove. That play is sent wide. Off some skates, Crimson looking to attack, but intercepted. Here's a chance for the Lumberjacks. That shot was defended in front, and now it goes to the corner. Good defensive play there from Dorholt of the Crimson. And a pass from Kukinen into the zone. Here come the Crimson, all the way around to the other end. A drop feed there. Backhand attempt broken up by Langenbrunner. Now played to the corner by Anderson. Crimson fired back deep. Cloquet wanted offsides, but this one will sail wide. Kept in by Maple Grove's Spencer Dahlquist. Bouncing around in the slot area. Still jostling for possession. Able to move that side, and now backhanded in deep to the corner. Janicki hanging on to it. Janicki still with it. Nice pass over. Here's the shot. That's blocked in front. And the rebound chopped there by Rasmussen. To the wall it comes. Crimson still hanging on to it. Now looked like the Lumberjacks had it out there for a moment, but kept in by Maple Grove. Leafblad. Janicki trying to cut inside. Broken up by the Lumberjacks, and that bank pass will be taken here by the the Lumberjacks. Into the zone they come. Gallitz with it. Now the Crimson the other way. Here's Oakland with the shot on. And held on to here by the goaltender Carlson. Let's take a look at this one here on replay. Play develops here at their own blue line, and you see the feed from Kyle Kukinen coming up the ice. And a big wrist shot there. 5:21 to go in the first period. This one now put in deep. Crimson looking to attack. They're up 1-0. Played here by Reller. Holding onto it with one hand, forced to send it deep. Hacers to the other side for the Lumberjacks. That one picked off, kept in by the Crimson, as Will Peeler had a stick in the right place at the right time. Up the boards, now through center. Gallitz with it. Gallitz able to motion it to the point. That one's redirected wide to the corner by Duran. Maple Grove trying to come up through center ice. Good stick work from the Lumberjacks defense. Working up the boards is Utah. 4:25 now to go in the first. Only goal scored by Justin Janicki of Maple Grove. Here's a shot from the point. That one's blockered away by Owen Carlson. Tapped in deep. Lumberjacks stuck in their own end here as Nick Baker tries to get it up. Now Latvala up into the offensive end for the Crimson. Nice pass over. Here's the wrist shot, stopped by Carlson. Look at these moves here from Maple Grove's Tyler Kostelecki. Finds his man at the point now. That shot blocked again. And another try. Defended nicely by the Lumberjacks. At the end of their shift, they're exhausted, so they'll just ice this one down with 3:41 remaining in the first. Reminder coming up right after this, Benilde St. Margaret's Lakeville South. Should be a good battle there. And then later tonight we'll have Minnetonka and Elk River going at it. Both of those should be very exciting games. At the point it comes. Big wrister, deflects to the corner. That one coming off the stick of Dorholt from the point for Maple Grove. Now Janicki trying to gather the loose change. Again, a big shot. That missed the net. Leafblad trying to control it now. There's a turnaround shot by Janicki at the doorstep. Oh my goodness. What a stop there from Owen Carlson. Had to extend his left pad to make that save. You can see Janicki, that one went right off the skate. And look at that loose puck held on to. It looked like it was Leafblad digging in front there. So we remain at a 1-0 score with 3:10 to go in the first. Bender holding on to it. Waiting at the draw. Now Bender gets it back. Up the right side. Here come the Lumberjacks into the zone. Oh, they had to stretch to stay on side. But Cade Bender just couldn't hold up there. .302 now remains in the first. This one taken now by Maple Grove. Results so far in the tournament, Cloquet-Esco Carleton faced Minnetonka to begin. They stuck with them. Kudos to the Lumberjacks. Tough game. They lost 3-1, but the game-winning goal for Minnetonka didn't come until late in the third period. It's quite the effort from the Lumberjacks in that one. Here comes a big wind-up from Maple Grove's number 19, Brandon Reller, turned aside. Trying to center that one again, and now cleared out by the Lumberjacks. Tape-to-tape pass. Now dumped in. And then for Maple Grove, they won their first game against Lakeville South 4-2. And then they lost, of course, to Minnetonka last night, 5-2 the final. Their first loss of the season. Gallus trying to find it. Good save. Their rebound loose, cleared to the corner. Excellent defensive play in front there from Maple Grove, and they caught a break there. Drop feed for the Crimson. Reller trying to find his way into the zone. Excuse me, that's Trevor Kukkonen. Out through center it comes. Lumberjacks might have a break if they hurry. Gallitz wristing that one wide. Nice bounce, but blocked again by the Crimson defense. 1:40 now remains in this period. Kukkonen trying to find his man on the left side. Turnaround shot blocked again by the Lumberjacks. Crimson still hanging on to it. And now picked up by Cloquet's Utah. And he will fire this down for an icing. Minute 20 to go now in the first. But again, Cloquet-Esco Carleton has looked very good in this tradition in the park tournament. They did lose, as I mentioned, 3-1, but one of the few teams that have been able to hang with the Skippers so far this year. They're winning by an average of 5-1. And so just the 3 goals allowed by Cloquet in that game to Minnetonka. Now played here by the Crimson in their own end. Up along the boards it comes. Delayed offside, so Cloquet will have to take up. Crimson regroup. 1 minute now to go in this first. Elias and out through center. Bouncing up in the air. Now the Lumberjacks have it. John Baker with a handoff pass. That went nowhere. So Janicki will take it himself for Maple Grove. Janicki's pass now connects with Kyle Kukkonen. Up in the air, glove down, Kukkonen whacking at it. Up the boards it comes. Pass over. Here's a shot. Stopped by Carlson. 23 to go now in the period. Good moves here from Maple Grove, but couldn't get past the defensive barrier there of Kate Anderson. Pass from Landon Langenbrunner to his brother Mason Langenbrunner. Goes into the corner now. 3 seconds to go, one last chance. Quick shot, missed the net. And that'll do it for the first period of play. It's the Maple Grove Crimson with a goal less than a minute into this game. That one, of course, coming from Justin Janicki. And so that's where we stand. 1-0 your score through one period of play here at the St. Louis Park Rec Center. You're watching the Tradition in the Park tournament on MN Hockey TV. We'll be back for period number 2. We're back here at the St. Louis Park Rec Center in St. Louis Park, Minnesota. We're getting ready here for period number 2 between the Cloquet Esco Carlton Lumberjacks and the Maple Grove Crimson. It's the Crimson with a 1-0 lead. Early goal from Justin Janicki, less than a minute into this game. But Cloquet played a very solid rest of the period after surrendering the early goal. Shots on goal in the first period were 9 for Maple Grove and 8 for Cloquet Esco Carlton. So very even game so far, but of course just that one goal on the board from Justin Janicki. Coming up at 5 o'clock here, we'll have Benilde St. Margaret's taking on the Lakeville South Cougars. Should be a good battle there as we're officially underway now in period number 2. This one off a skate at center ice, and now it'll be played in deep. This will just roll to the goaltender, Parker Slotsby, and we'll get a whistle here. 11 seconds into the second period of play. That Benilde Lakeville South game tonight. Both teams coming off a win in yesterday's contest. Quick shot, glove there. Just getting a piece of it with Slotsby on the shot there from Landon Langenbrunner. Good chance for the Lumberjacks. Looking to even this game up here in period number 2. This one will be played up the boards. Now, will be played here by Mason Langenbrunner. Crimson regroup at center. This will be tossed to the corner as the Lumberjacks look to control it. It'll go down the length of the ice. And to be picked up here by Henry Nelson. Fanning on his pass, though, so Cloquet keeps the zone. Feet in front, good save by Slotsby. He had to fight that one off. Let's take a look at this one here on replay.
So you know how I'm kind of dive bombing in on the broadcast here?
Yeah,
Well, I'm
I
just
do.
keeping you honest, Matt Harrington, Matty Ice. See that right there, Mr. Akers? Jody's birthday. Happy birthday to his mother today. What a gift she's getting here.
Very happy birthday.
Son is in action here his senior year at the Lumberjacks of Cloquet Esco Carlton. 1-0 here against the Maple Grove Crimson. This club is, I'm telling you, do you want this purple, white, and yellow edition in the playoffs? I don't.
They're very good, and they've looked good in this game. Of course, the shutout win yesterday. To the point it comes. Nelson will move it on over. And down low in the left corner, Nelson again with it at the point. Here's the shot. That one's blocked in front. So the Lumberjacks will look to exit the zone. Sent in deep here by Bender. Now it'll be taken care of here by Maple Grove as they move up ice. Janicki on the boards. Only goal of the game scored by him.
He's been good all year long. We've got some highly skilled players here at the. Ooh.
Here's a chance in the slot. Scores! Nice shot from Kyle Kukkonen. It's 2-0 Crimson.
Watch this. Janicki, the man you're talking about, walks by one man, draws a crowd, kind of like the Rolling Stones, you know? Where he goes, they go. And then that's Kukkonen, who just kind of slides into the seam there and just goes shelf. 2-0.
Beautiful shot on goal there, and the Crimson get another early goal here to begin the second period. And their lead is now 2-0. Olsen now, and this will be a delayed off, either a penalty? Yes, we are going to have a penalty, hooking call, and we'll see who it's going to go against here. And this will be against Maple Grove, and it's Connor Winkleman that's going to head to the box for the Crimson. And so a power play for the Lumberjacks, the first opportunity of the game. Baker on the draw, able to win it back to Langenbrunner at the point. Walks the line, looking for that lane, poked up, and a diving effort there from Nick Baker, but it'll be back into the offensive end for the Lumberjacks. About 15 seconds gone on this penalty. John Baker moving it low. This one picked off here by the Crimson. It's Tyler Kostelecki, but fired back in deep. Minute 20 gone now. on this power play chance for the Cloquet Esco Carlton Lumberjacks. Pass over. Good shot from Baker. Turn aside with the pad. Jamming it up the boards by the Crimson, and now the pass up ice. Trevor Kukkonen. Here's Kukkonen. Save there. Good shot from Trevor Kukkonen, but a better save from Owen Carlson. You can see this play develop here. We'll speed it up here for you. Kukkonen, nice shot, but glove down right away for the whistle. Now it'll be played back behind the net by Akers for Cloquet. Here's a chance in front. They score. It's 3-0 and a beautiful feed in front, and the Crimson extend their lead. A shorthanded goal. See the tail end of that play, but excellent finish in front by the Crimson. And so Cloquet is going to call a timeout here to get things together. They need it, as the Crimson have come alive here in this second period. A couple of early goals, less than 2 minutes apart. So Kukkonen gets his second of the game on that goal. Couldn't tell if it was Janicki or Kukkonen that got the goal, but both of them on the ice at the time, and it's been a very solid game for those two. 2 goals for Kyle Kukkonen and a goal for Justin Janicki, as Cloquet discusses things here. Looks like they're back and ready to go. They trail 3-0. This game was 1-0 after the first. So it's been quite the period here for the Crimson. So we'll have the face-off at center ice after the goal. And the Lumberjacks will move this deep. Landon Langenbrunner finding his brother Mason at the point. Taken now by the Crimson as Kyle Kukkonen will play it up ice, just a little bit too far out of the reach, but no icing. Janicki hustling it down. Lumberjacks now gliding across the blue line. Quick snapper sails over the top. Langenbrunner keeps it at the point and moves it over. Pass in the slot, broken up, still held. Here's the shot again, blocked in front. Holding on to it, trying to center it. Baker trying to dig it in. Now Langenbrunner will regroup at the point. Cloquet getting a good chance there on the tail end of this power play. Loose puck picked up here by the Crimson, and that one's turned aside. Out through center it comes. Crimson now back in full strength. They score! Oh, what a shot there. And it's the Lumberjacks who get the goal. That's Landon Langenbrunner. Take a look at this beautiful shot on replay. I thought that one was going wide, but Langenbrunner able to get it in there. And Cloquet gets a big goal. It's now 3-1. So Landon Langenbrunner picking up the big one for Cloquet. First goal of the game for the Lumberjacks. And they now trail this one 3-1. Unassisted goal there as Dorholt will fire it down to the other side of the boards. Out through center it comes, and it'll be tracked down by Sam Olsen of Cloquet Esco Carlton. Up the boards now, held on to. Back behind the net. Lumberjacks looking to regroup here. Big goal for them to cut this deficit down to 2 goals. As a pass at the line picked up here. Duran trying to cut inside. It'll go to the corner for Olsen. Sam Olsen centering feed rolls right to the goaltender slot's feet, so we'll get a stoppage of play. Some extra pushing and shoving after the whistle there. See here on the replay. He was just trying to cut inside, but good effort from the goaltender slot's feet, able to keep that puck out. Cade Bender to take the draw here for the Lumberjacks. Wins it back. At the point it goes. That one being whacked at by a couple of Lumberjacks in front. Turnaround shot fired wide. Here come the Crimson right back the other way. But this one is now bumped into the offensive end. Off the glass it rolls around. Being whacked at here. And delayed offsides here against Crimson. The Crimson, as it looked like Trevor Kukkonen couldn't handle it. This one up in the air, and it'll roll into the Cloquet bench. 11:36 here, remaining in period number 2. Crimson getting a couple of quick goals to begin the second period, but then a big one from Landon Langenbrunner to cut the deficit to just 2 goals now for Cloquet. Pass up ahead for Baker. Rolling onto it, fires. And that one's in the back of the net. Baker's going to get the goal. And the Lumberjacks have cut the deficit to just 1. Look at this play here from Baker, as you can see on replay. He just fires this one. Goaltender got a piece of it, but it bounced right in the back of the net. So I believe Baker's going to get the goal. And the Lumberjacks strike here again. It's now 3-2. Big goal for Cloquet. They now trailed by just 1. That timeout has worked. They've gotten 2 goals within about a 4-minute span here. And here they come up the ice again. So John Baker does get the goal. Wraparound attempt here from the Crimson. Spinning away from the pressure. Good play though from Anderson, pinning up one of the Crimson players along the boards. This one cycled down low and grabbed here again by Cloquet. Anderson forced to cycle it back the other way. 10:49 to go in period number 2. 3-2 is your score. It was 3-0 Maple Grove, but a couple of goals here from Cloquet have cut that deficit down to just 1. Up the boards it comes for the dangerous Janicki. That top line out for Maple Grove. They've scored 3 goals today so far. Whacking at it is Kukkonen, Kyle Kukkonen, and now down low it goes. Lumberjacks attempting to bank it out, but it's kept in. Now with it for Cloquet is Drake Norden, pinned up along the wall. Crimson working to grab a hold of the puck here. Banked up, but not out. Crimson keep it. There's the shot that's blocked in front. Wobbling around, still loose. Lumberjacks finally snag it as they move up ice. Here's Gallitz trying to find it. He's tied up in the corner. We'll see if there's any penalties coming here from this. Doesn't look like it. Gallitz again. Sends it down low. Dahlquist trying to get this puck out for Maple Grove. To the point it comes. Shot blocked. Crimson fire down the other way. We're going to have an icing call here against the Maple Grove Crimson, so this will come into their own end. 9:26 to go. Shots on goal so far are even at 13 apiece. But Maple Grove leading this game 3-2. Cade Bender to take the draw. Quick shot, steered away. Centering feed again. That one caught up at the blue line, and now here come the Crimson as they enter the offensive end. Trying to feed it across there was Trevor Kukkonen. Battle here along the boards as it glides to the corner. Now finally picked up by the Lumberjacks. Here they come. Cade Bender. Now up through center it goes. Crimson, though, right back the other way as Sam Jacobs has it. Dumps it off. And a shot attempt blocked there. Another try. And held on to here as, oh, things starting to get physical. And we'll see if any penalties result in this. Let's see how this play develops. You can see blocked on the stick and then off a couple of skates, and the shot from Maple Grove's Kostelecki turned aside. You can see the pushing and shoving there at the end as well. 8:48 to go, period number 2. It's a 3-2 lead for Maple Grove. Looking to avenge their loss to Minnetonka last night. This one being whacked at. And now Langenbrunner will play it up ice, intended for Baker, but picked off by the Crimson. Around to the other side it goes. That top unit out again. Moving down low is Will Peeler. And now it looks like the Lumberjacks ready to break free, but quickly fired back in deep here by Maple Grove's Dorholt. Nice pass up on the left wing side for Aaron Moore as he gets taken down. And we're going to have a penalty here resulting in that. It's going to be a trip, and we'll have a power play here for the Cloquet Esco Carlton Lumberjacks, as you can see. No doubt about that tripping call. So a big chance for Cloquet, looking to even this game up now on the power play. Off the face-off, this one will be slapped up the boards, but not out. Now it comes the other way, and potentially a break the other way for Trevor Kukkonen. Kukkonen, shorthanded try, is stopped, but hang on. We got a penalty, a slashing call here. And so, I believe this is going to be against Cloquet, and that'll shoot down the power play try for the Lumberjacks. Mason Langenbrunner is going to go to the box on the slashing call here with 7:55 to go. So we'll play 4-on-4 for 1:49 and then a brief 11-second power play for Maple Grove. And so now, again, 4-on-4 here, but this faceoff will be in the Maple Grove offensive zone. Up to the point it comes. Hanging on to it is Kukkonen. Look at Kyle Kukkonen go. Hanging out of that puck, trying to find his man in the slot. That was intended for Justin Janicki. Slashing is the call again, as the Lumberjacks look to pick it off. Passing, they'll regroup here. Their own end. 7:25 to go now in the period. This one, I believe, is going to come down to the other end on an icing call, because keep in mind here, we're at 4-on-4. Again, coming up next, Lakeville South, Benilde St. Margaret's. Pete Wagner and Bart Archer on the call there. Should be a good one. Push to the corner now. Lost the handle that time was Janicki, and now it comes through center for the Crimson to regroup. Nelson in across the line. Nice feed in front. There's a shot that got blocked. It'll be turned the other way by the Lumberjacks. As now, here comes Maple Grove again. Shot stick to the corner. And with it, Nelson over onto the tape of Kyle Kukkonen, who's already got 2 goals this game. Backhanded in deep by Cal Thomas. 38 seconds left, a 4-on-4. And then again, a brief power play for Maple Grove. Chance for them though, nice play, stick save, and held on here by the goaltender, Owen Carlson. See how this play develops here. See that puck just grabbed a hold of there by Tyler Kostelecki and was able to get the shot off. Hang on, we hear the ref saying something about delay of game. And Cloquet almost got a minor penalty there. Luckily for them, they didn't, though, as you could hear the official with our ice mic there saying something about delay of game when the change came up. Big hit back behind the net, and now it comes up the ice for Gallitz. Nice move by him, a drop feed. Here's a chance into the glove of the goaltender, Slotsky. Let's find this one on replay. That pass connected up ice with Gallitz, and then he You can see when he comes into the zone, he drops that play off. And it was Sam Olsen on the shot attempt. 4-on-4 for another 15 seconds. This one over at the top. Tees it up into the glove. Once again of the goaltender. Again, another face-off win for the Lumberjacks, and they managed to move it over to that left defense. Good effort there again from Olsen hanging on to it. So 4-on-4 for another 9 seconds, and then a brief 11-second power play for Maple Grove as they work up the boards. Here they come into the zone. Good moves on the backhand by Tyler Kostelecki, whose shot was turned aside. Maple Grove at full strength. Brief power play chance for them. Here's the shot. Missed the net. Back behind the goal it goes. Cloquet at full strength. Look out. That puck came in front of the net, and they're going to find their man all the way up the ice as it was tipped in there by the Lumberjacks. Could have been a chance. As Utah trying to defend against the Crimson here. This one banked up through center, and into the zone it goes. Handoff pass. Trying to pull the trigger there was Kernan. Now it'll ring around to the other side. 5:25 to go in the second. It's a 3-2 lead for the Maple Grove Crimson. Akers moving it up the boards, and now through center ice it comes. Durand gets the shot off, but easily turned aside. Got one of the Maple Grove defenders went down, and he will just have to ice this to prevent any chance from happening there for the Lumberjacks. Again, 2 more games coming up here for you tonight on MN Hockey TV. Both at the St. Louis Park Rec Center, 5 o'clock. We might have a little bit of a delayed start there, but scheduled for 5 o'clock is the Lakeville South Cougars taking on the Benilde St. Margaret's Red Knights. Should be a good battle there. And then at 7 o'clock, 7:30, we'll have another good matchup for you. It'll be Elk River against Minnetonka. And of course, the Skipper staying unbeaten last night with a nice win over the Maple Grove Crimson, who were also undefeated going into that game. So it was a very exciting matchup, but Minnetonka played a very solid game and won 5-2. Crimson off the draw. It'll be tipped in deep, and looked like it went into the bench there, so get another stoppage of play. 4:51 left in the second. Shots on goal are almost even, 16-15. Cloquet with the brief one-shot advantage, as here comes Baker now on the left side, snapping that one as it deflects to the corner. That top unit out again once more for Maple Grove as Janicki finds his man on the left side. Drop pass here. Kukkonen trying to feed that one over. Now try in front, and that one just went off the stick there, off of Ben Leafblad. Lumberjacks trying to move it out. They do so. Baker hanging on to it. John Baker, the senior forward. Baker just forced to push it to the corner, so it'll be played by Latvala up the boards. Tic-tac-toe it comes. Reller now. Quick shot. High rebound. Controlled by the Lumberjacks as they move up ice. That pass just missing the intended target, Landon Langenbrunner, who's got a goal for Cloquet today. Oakland now cutting through center ice. And the pass broken up by the Lumberjacks as they regroup. Good passing here from them. Now taken again by Maple Grove's Tyler Oakland. And pushed in deep. 3:37 to go. Icing waved off by the officials. Grabbed a hold of here by Cloquet's Cade Bender. Now worked up the boards. This one dumped into the corner. 3:20 to go in the second. Maple Grove will regroup. Elias on over to Dorholt. Now moved up the ice as big collision there. Kernan got rocked for the Crimson. Good speed here from Tyler Kostelecki. trying to cut into the zone. As that one wobbled around there right up near the blue line. And it'll be taken out by the Lumberjacks. Here they come the other way. Rasmussen moving it deep. Action here in the corner. Worked up along the boards. Whacking at it for Cloquet is Bender. Will come to the other side where it'll be played by Kernan. And now some passing here from Maple Grove as they look to exit the zone. Good keep though by the Lumberjacks. Now it finds its way out through center. Jacobs now for the Crimson, backhanding it into the corner. Norden there as well for Cloquet. Now it comes through center. Nice pass for Gallitz, trying to cut inside, and they score! It's Gallitz, a tie game! Look at this move here, and we'll see it on replay. How about that? The Lumberjacks have rallied from 3-0 down in this period. And 5-hole there for Gallitz, a big one. And the Cloquet Esco Carlton Lumberjacks have rallied all the way down from 3-0 to tie this game up here with exactly 2 minutes to go in the second. What an effort here from Christian Gallitz, and big one. Baker with the drive, turn aside right into the midsection there of Slotsvie.
Scoring for Cloquet at 15 minutes of the second period, number 7, Christian Gallitz. Single assist to number 10, Jake Hutta. Gallitz for Hutta at 15.
Utah on the only assist there for Cloquet. This one will be banked down, and the Crimson finding themselves in a tie game for the first time since we started 0-0. But that was only for about 50-plus seconds. So again, we're even up here at 3. Through center it comes. Nice collision there as it looked like Dahlquist got rocked. And that was Aaron Moore that supplied the body. The boards, and now through center. Lumberjacks looking to take their lead. Baker fires it wide. 1:15 now to go in the second. Down it goes. And rubbed off there along the wall is Aaron Moore. Crimson the other way. Here they come. Dumped in. It'll be a line change for the entire Maple Grove team. 52 seconds now remain in the second. 3-3 is your score. Long pass, this one. That went through the arches in the ceiling and played to the corner now by Cloquet. Along the boards, working there for the Lumberjacks is Langenbrunner. Now back through center it comes. Dumped in, 28 to go in the second period. Almost an interception there, but it'll be corralled by the Crimson as Thomas moves it up the boards. There's a chance for Kostelecki, drops it off. There's the shot. Stepping in front to block it that time was Andy Akers. 7 seconds to go. One last chance for the Crimson in period number 2. Holding on to it. Janicki waiting for a lane, and that's going to do it for period number 2. Well, quite the period. The Crimson got a couple of early goals to lead at 3-0, but how about the Cloquet Esco Carlton Lumberjacks coming all the way back with 3 goals to tie this game up at 3 apiece. And we're going to be set for an exciting third period between these two clubs. Again, your score is 3-3 after 2 periods of play. We hope you can join us here on the third and final period of this exciting game here on MN Hockey TV. We're going to take a brief break for the intermission, and we'll be back. I'm Matt Harrington. Hope you can join us here for the third period. Back here at the St. Louis Park Rec Center in St. Louis Park, Minnesota. We're getting ready for the third period here between the Cloquet Esco Carlton Lumberjacks and the Maple Grove Crimson. It's been a very good game so far. It was a 3-0 lead for the Crimson here. They scored a couple of goals early on in the second to go ahead 3-0. But since then, it's been all Cloquet Esco Carlton. Big goal after big goal after big goal, and they have tied this game up now at 3 apiece. And what should be a fun final period of hockey. Shots on goal through 2 periods, 18 for Cloquet Esco Carlton and 16 for Maple Grove. We're underway here in this third and final period. Yes, here come the Crimson right off the draw. This one will be played though by the Lumberjacks. Out through center it comes. Langenbrunner shot over into the netting and out of play. Again, another good one coming up here for you on MN Hockey TV right after. Lakeville South taking on the Benilde St. Margaret's Red Knights. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll have Pete Wagner and Bart Archer on the call for that game. Landon Langenbrunner to take the draw, can't win it, so it's sent up the boards. And now Cloquet will regroup as John Baker has it. Baker, and now redirected along the boards. Out to the other end it comes. Into the corner. Cloquet battling to get this out. They do so. It'll be taken up here by Landon Langenbrunner. Spinning away from the pressure there is Moore. Moore still hanging on to it, trying to find his man in the slot. That one will go to the corner. Chopped out of there by the Crimson. And now a chance for Cloquet to re-enter the zone. Dumped in here by Nick Baker. 16 minutes to go now, third period. Just getting underway here in a 3-3 hockey game. This one lifted to the point. Bender's shot, and that missed. This one will be played out through center by the Crimson. And right back in are the Lumberjacks, who have been controlling this offensive tempo here in this game. Here's a chance out in front off of the goaltender's stick. And back the other way come the Crimson. This one moved ahead for Jacobs. Holding on to it, the drop pass, and the save again by the goaltender Owen Carlson. Back it comes to the point. That's blocked. This Cade Bender is able to step in front of that one. Crimson still have it here. Good speed is held on to by Kostelecki as that one now sails over the top. Lumberjacks trying to get out here. This one, where is it? Went into the bench, looked like. So it'll be played. Face-off will be just outside of the offensive zone here for Maple Grove. Again, results so far in the tournament. Maple Grove winning their first game 4-2 over Lakeville South, but then they lost 5-2 last night to Minnetonka. And Cloquet Esco Carlton in their first game took on the Minnetonka Skippers, lost 3-1, although it was a good effort from them, and then won 5-0 against Elk River. And Elk River and Minnetonka will face each other tonight on MN Hockey TV, scheduled for 7:30, but we're a little bit behind because of the overtime game, so start time probably going to be closer to 8 o'clock there. And again, that scheduled start time for 5 will probably be pushed back a little bit as well in Lakeville Benilde. That one steered aside. And floater from the point there, controlled by the goaltender Carlson. Let's take a look at Nelson's shot here. Came off the boards, and then again you can see the kick save there, but Nelson pinching in from the point to keep that, and no problem at all for Carlson, the junior goaltender. This one down the ice, no doubt about this, that will be an icing, and so we'll come back to the other end. 14-12 to go. Period number 3 here at the St. Louis Park Rec Center. It's been a fantastic game, quite the comeback effort for the Cloquet Esco Carlton Lumberjacks. looking to try and take their first lead of the game. Langenbrunner now up ahead. Nice pass on the tape as it's fired in deep by John Baker. Baker pinned up along the wall now in the corner. And it'll be taken here by Maple Grove's Ethan Elias. And up the boards it comes. With it now, Kyle Kukkonen across the line. They stay onside. Kukkonen holding onto the wrister, and stepping in front of that to block it was Mason Langenbrunner. Off the stick and out of play. But a wide open net it looked like there for a moment for Kyle Kukkonen. You can see there, just gets the shot off. Good defensive work from Mason Langenbrunner in front. Kostelecki will take the draw here for the Crimson as he wins it back. To the point it comes. That one redirected. An attempted shot there from Winkleman was blocked in front by the Cloquet defense. Kostelecki still working for that loose puck. And it will be taken now by the Lumberjacks, but not before the Crimson keep this puck in. Good work by them. Kostelecki trying to feed his man in front. Blocker save. One of the better chances this period for Maple Grove. Wraparound try, stick save. That puck still loose in front of the goal. And now finally grabbed here by Ketela. Ketela now with speed as he comes through center for Cloquet. That shot deflects high off the glass. Another try, rolling around, back behind the goal. Wraparound try. Maple Grove forced to backhand this one out. They'll come off for, 4 players will come off for a line change. The only one to stay on the ice there was Nick Latvala. This will be banked up the boards. And now here's Utah moving it into the zone. Utah couldn't find it. Crimson trying to move the other way. This one deflected off a stick. Kernan will track it down. Kernan a bank pass from the point as it goes over. There's the shot right into the glove of Carlson. Good enough for another stoppage of play here. 12:19 remaining in the third. Take a look at this opportunity again here. Good work from the point by the Crimson. They're firing pucks to the net here, and they lead the shots on goal category 20-19. Very even game so far between these two clubs. Up the boards it comes, being whacked at here. And now the Lumberjacks take it the other way. Into the zone it comes for Landon Langenbrunner. One broken up. Dangerous play out in front of the net there. Langenbrunner trying to scoop it in front again. Played out by the Crimson. Nice pass on the tape here for Leafblad. And now Cloquet comes the other way. Baker's got a man with him. Baker drops it for Langenbrunner. The shot right on into the midsection of the goaltender Slotsky for a whistle here with 11:44 to go in the third. We'll take a look at this one here on replay. You can see Baker with the drop pass there. A good shot from Landon Langenbrunner, but right into the goaltender's midsection. Off the draw, this one will be played up the boards by Maple Grove. Now back down low, trying to figure out a way to get out of the zone. Comes in. That missed the net on the shot from Cade Anderson. Up the boards now. Now back down low to be hustled after. Elias there. Now out through center. Pass missed. Lumberjacks looking to regroup here. Crimson holding on. Banked out through center. And once again, Cloquet will regroup. Passing up the ice. This one will be banked off the boards. And Ketela will send it deep. Played about 6 minutes here in this third and final period. Still no goals scored so far in the period by either team. It was a 3-0 lead for Maple Grove. But then the Cloquet Esco Carleton Lumberjacks 3 unanswered to tie it. We're going to strike again. At the back door, the backhander try from, looked like Landon Langenbrunner missed the net. And so Maple Grove will do a full sail line change. 10:35 left to go now. So pass connects up the ice. Akers shovels it in deep. Played up the boards for the Crimson. Nice pass. That's a 2-on-2 the other way. In the slot, here's Janicki with the big wrister. That one scores. It's in the back of the net. And the Crimson regain their lead. It's 4-3. Let's take a look at this one now. Not sure if it bounced off a defender, but you can see Janicki wristing this one there. And just the tie up there from the Cloquet defenseman, Nick Baker. And it's a goal for the Crimson, who lead at 4-3. So the goal will be scored here by Ben Leafblad. Assist to Justin Janicki and Kyle Kukkonen, as you could hear from the ice mic there. And you can see the Cloquet head coach Shea Walters discussing with the officials there about why that was a goal, because I think maybe what he's arguing was a potential kick in here, but we'll see. Most likely not going to result in anything, but he's pleading his case. It was kind of a broken play that somehow that puck ended up in the back of the net. So regardless, Maple Grove gets their lead back. And it's 4-3 now with 10:17 to go in the third. They'll play it again here. Latvala. Fired to the corner. That one not out. Good turnaround try from the Crimson. Wraparound again. And net's off, I believe, so we'll get a whistle. 9:57 to go. Again, that most recent Maple Grove goal going to Ben Leafblad with the assist to Janicki and Kukkonen. So face-off will be taken here by Reller. Off the draw it comes. Shot from the point, bouncing back behind the goal. Played along here by the Lumberjacks as they move up ice. Easton Langenbrunner trying to track this one down. And a chance here for the Lumberjacks, but that one's right into the glove. Good shot by Gallitz. Let's take a look at this one on replay here again. That pass just missed Langenbrunner, but then Gallitz was able to track it down and get the shot on net. Face off here just to the right of the goaltender, Slotsby. Banked up the boards, and now here it comes. Tyler Kostelecki trying to cut in. And will be sent in by Nelson. Banked up the boards. The Lumberjacks trying to get in to the offensive end as Bender tracks it down. Crunched up along the wall here. Now a wraparound try, trying to jam it into the doorstep there for Cloquet was Gavin Rasmussen, but the net came off its moorings. So we'll get the stoppage of play. Again, that play just kind of came about here in the corner. Rasmussen able to pick it up and see him try to tuck it in there. But again, that net came off, so we get the whistle. 9:11 left in this third period. 4-3 lead for the Maple Grove Crimson. Cloquet fans wanted a call there, or excuse me, Crimson did against Cloquet. They're not going to get it. Back behind the net it goes. Sent to the other side. For Maple Grove, it'll be Dorholt. And up the boards. Tipped through center. Bouncing around. Here's a chance for Kukkonen. Scores! Right through the 5-hole. And that's the hat trick for Kyle Kukkonen. It's 5-3 Crimson. Let's take a look at this one. Kyle Kukkonen, 5-hole goal. That's a hat trick for Kyle Kukkonen.
That's a hat trick.
So Kukkonen getting a big one here as Maple Grove now back to a 2-goal lead. 8:41 now remaining in this third period of play. Will be played here by Baker in the Cloquet end, but he gave it away. Here's a chance for the Crimson, and a save there once again from the Lumberjacks goaltender, Owen Carlson. Tie up there in front of the net. It'll be picked up by Cloquet as they move forward. Baker will slow things down Now flip down into the goaltender, as he'll just drop it back for his club. Kept in though at the point by Maple Grove's Latvala. Now back behind the goal, Janicki working. Janicki trying to wrap it around. Big shot, scores! 6-3 Crimson. What a feed in front. And they add to their lead once again. Let's look at this one. That goal going to go to Tyler Oakland, I believe. And Oakland buries it. Top cheddar, left corner. Nice shot. And just like we had earlier in this game, it was 3-0. And now it is 6-3. Maple Grove here with 3 unanswered goals. So it looks like we'll have a new face-off man for Maple Grove, as it'll be Stelges. And this will go down low. 7:55 now to go here in the third. It's a 6-3 lead for Cloquet, or excuse me, for Maple Grove. Cloquet, of course, trying to cut back into this deficit. This game was 3-0 in favor of Maple Grove. Then it was 3-3. Cloquet getting 3 unanswered. Here's a chance that deflects into the netting. But again, this game was 3-3 at the start of this third period. Quite the effort in the comeback department for the Lumberjacks, but Maple Grove has once again found themselves with a 3-goal lead. Face off here, one back by the Crimson. It'll be played along the boards by Kernan. Rung around to the other side. After it for Maple Grove, Elias, as he moves it up the boards. Trying to get a handle on it here is Stelges. He'll just regroup. Up the boards it comes. It'll be corralled here by Cloquet Esco Carlton. Langenbrunner trying to get the pass across. Now back into their own end. The Lumberjacks will regroup. Here they come into the zone. Nick Baker, block shot. And back through center, it'll be played up here by the boards. Glove down by Kostelecki. Trying to find the puck there, but it'll be taken by Cloquet. Here they come into the zone. The wrist shot missed the net. 6:33 now remaining in this hockey game, and the Maple Grove Crimson are once again back up by 3 goals. This one bouncing off Rasmussen and into the bench here for a whistle. 6:25 left. And it was a good start for the Crimson, leading 3-0 early in the second, but then of course 3 unanswered for Cloquet. And then 3 unanswered again. We've got goals in pairs of 3 here this afternoon. This one up the boards. And he chopped at here, but Maple Grove will re-corral in their own end. Latvala trying to play that one, almost a giveaway there. Ketela now whacking at it, but Maple Grove coming through center ice. Here's Jacobs. Nice move, Jacobs. Drop pass just out of the reach. Now it'll be played by Ketela again, who flips it deep for the Lumberjacks, who trail this one 6-3. Up the boards now. Picked off by Cloquet as they enter the line. Moore trying to move it deep. He played once again here. Maple Grove at center ice trying to regroup, but Baker finds it on his tape as the Lumberjacks corral it now. Mason Langenbrunner gave it away. Here's Janicki now. He's got some help with him. Janicki again with it now for Maple Grove. Trying to get around that check, but the loose puck picked up by Cloquet. Run around to the other side. Picked up by Langenbrunner, but now Maple Grove through center. Nice moves. Oh, Kukkonen, look at this move. Trying to steer it to the goal mouth, but the net came off its moorings. So we'll get a whistle, but look at the moves from Kyle Kukkonen, looking for his 4th of the game. Look at that, Kukkonen going through the legs and then cut inside on the Cloquet defender, Cade Anderson. Boy, if that one would have been in, that might be the #1 play on the Sports Center top 10. Great moves from Kukkonen, but we're still at a 6-3 game. Off the draw here. Played by the Lumberjacks, but now picked up here by the Crimson. Holding on to it, but getting rocked was Reller. Lumberjacks the other way. It's a 3-on-2. Managed to stay on side. This one will be just played to the corner by the goaltender. 4:27 now to go in this game. Crimson moving it up through center ice on the tape of Kernan. Kernan, a drop pass. Reller with the shot. Save there. The rebound's still loose. Now it'll be played to the corner here by the Lumberjacks. Pass out of the reach. And grabbed onto here by Sam Olsen. 4:03 to go in this third period. Cloquet trying to get something to go their way as it's been all Maple Grove here in this third period. Hancock there on the play. One of the players wanted to slash. Here's Galatz the other way. Drop pass. And stick to the corner. Off a couple of skates. So Galatz will play it now. Being whacked at here. Penalties coming up against Maple Grove, I believe. And so goaltender will head to the bench. On the delayed call, they'll get that extra skater on. Still in the corner. Now, oh, well, nobody touched the puck from Maple Grove, and Cloquet's not happy about that because they had the man advantage with the goaltender to the bench. So the slash to Henry Nelson is 1 penalty, but I heard the officials say that we're going to have 2 penalties. We'll see here. Looks like just the 1. And the slash to Henry Nelson is the call. So a big power play here for Cloquet, although time is not on their side. .325 now again remaining in this game. Puck to the point. Cloquet on the power play. Nice passing here at the point. Langenbrunner will move it to the right wing. Searching for a man. Langenbrunner up top. One-timer. Blocked there by the Maple Grove defense. And up the boards it comes. Now Baker. Backhand try. Sticked away. Good stop. Looks like the net's off here, and finally blown dead by the officials. So they'll readjust the net here. Minute 32 to go on this power play for Cloquet. They're down big here, though. 6-3 is your score. Referee's just making sure that everything's okay here with this net before we continue on. Shots on goal are 25-21 in favor of Maple Grove. To the corner. And glove down. And a hand pass, says the official. So face-off will come outside the zone and all the way down into the Maple Grove offensive zone. Short-handed try maybe for them to ice this game down. The hat trick, though, from Kyle Kukkonen is the difference so far for the Maple Grove Crimson. Up along the boards it comes. It'll be played by Dahlquist. And the pass intended there for Kukkonen. Out of the reach. Tape to tape. Cloquet moves through center into the offensive zone. This one, though, chipped out of play. 59 seconds remaining on the penalty kill here for Maple Grove. Again, coming up next here on MN Hockey TV, it'll be the Lakeville South Cougars and the Benilde St. Margaret's Red Knights in what's bound to be a fun one. And flung to the other side. Pass right on the front, the one-timer. Pad save. And the rebound defended nicely by Maple Grove. To the corner it goes. Trying to jam it in at the doorstep for Cloquet was Rasmussen. Excuse me, that's Moore, not Rasmussen. Hang on. The net's off again, it looked like. And so a lot of the players not happy about that, but official will make sure everything's okay. Bart Archer's in the house. Good to see Mr. Bart Archer, who will be on the call with Pete Wagner for the next two games coming up here on MN Hockey TV. First one, Lakeville South and Benilde St. Margaret's Red Knights. Out through center, Maple Grove might have a shorthanded break the other way. Kostelecki now trying to fight it in the corner. 20 seconds to go on that penalty against the Crimson. This one banked up the boards now for Cloquet. Maneuvers at center ice. The drop pass here right into the glove of the goaltender. Let's take a look at this one on replay. A little bit of a broken play, but Cloquet able to get a shot on goal. See, turning around to fire that one was Jake Utah. 7 seconds on the penalty remaining. Glove down at the point. Langenbrunner hanging on to it. There's the shot. And again held on to. 1 second to go on that power play for Cloquet. And 1:25 left in this hockey game. Quite the effort here early on from the Cloquet Esco Carleton Lumberjacks, who were down 3-0 in this game. Able to tie it up at 3 apiece, but the Crimson just came alive here in this third period. And Kyle Kukkonen, of course, getting a hat trick. So here come the Crimson the other way. Into the zone. Stelges hanging on to it. Back to the point it comes. Big wrister blocked by the Lumberjacks. Baker the other way. Baker with the shot. Save there. Able to get a piece of it was the goaltender. But Cloquet keeps it in. 1 minute to go now. And Maple Grove can only count the time before they take home this W. Oakland. And play blown dead here. Slashing penalty coming up here. And I believe this one's going to be against Maple Grove. Looks like it's Will Peeler heading to the box on the penalty for the Crimson. Slashing call with 52.1 seconds to go. So Cloquet will have another try on the power play, but at this point, really not much they can do with just 52 seconds to work with. Some little pushing and shoving here between Kettala and Latvola, but now held on to at the point. Back it comes. Good work here on the setup as a setup shot. Big wind up, that one missed. Akers moving it down low to the corner. Timeout. Oh, look out. Things are getting physical here in front of the net. And right in the center of everything there for Cloquet is Kettala. And things are starting to get out of hand here at the St. Louis Park Rec Center. We'll see what penalties result out of this, as we'll see what happens. So going to the box here for the Crimson looks like, I can't tell if that's, looks like Dahlquist. And of course, Kettala will go to the bench here for Cloquet. So I've been hearing from the referees, doing a little eavesdropping here, that we're going to have a double minor. Looks like on one of the calls. Dahlquist with the rough. Latvola with the cross check. see here what the officials say. Referee's still discussing about these penalties being assessed here. So we'll see what the final penalty assessment comes out to, though. Although this game really doesn't matter at this point because it's 6-3 and these penalties aren't going to affect the final outcome of the game. So you've got the 4-minute double minor here to Ketela of Cloquet. And then you've got the minor penalty to Dahlquist. And I believe that was a roughing against Dahlquist or a cross check. There were a couple of penalties against Maple Grove. Oh, so it sounds like it's just going to be a 2-minute here for Ketela instead of the 4. So again, the Ketela penalty is just 2 minutes instead of 4. So we'll see. So the official's asking for the penalty against Dahlquist to be taken off the board because it's going to be 4-on-4 here. So see how everything plays out. Looks like they're trying to track down Nick Latvala, who appears to be heading to the box for the Crimson. I gotta say, it's a lot of fun eavesdropping on these referees' conversations. Probably not gonna like that, but it is interesting to hear everything come to terms here as we'll get these final penalties assessed. And sounds like from the referee's indication that we're gonna have 4-on-4 for the remainder of this hockey game. Want to give the refs a little privacy here, but final penalties being assessed here by the officials. Again, 38.5 seconds remain in the game, so the penalties aren't really going to affect the outcome at all, unless Cloquet somehow scores 3 goals in 38.5 seconds. So now on the clock are the 2 minor penalties against Maple Grove, as they have 3 guys in the box to just Cloquet's 1. We'll see how everything gets put away here, though.
Penalties at 16-21 of the third period. Number 4, Nick Latvala.
So the penalty from Latvala is going to be taken off the board here. And I believe it's still just going to remain a 5-on-4 power play, but Cloquet's got 6 guys on the ice, so one of them is going to have to come off unless they pull the goalie, of course. So Lats will come off the ice, and this one will be taken at the point. Held on to by Rasmussen. Over it goes. Shot there. Deflecting to the corner. Aaron Moore now with it. Save there. Rebound loose in front. Still jamming away at it. And a wraparound try. Loses the goaltender. He's still down. No stick for the goaltender. Save. That puck dug out of the corner. One more try. Save again. It might have hit the back of the net. 8 seconds to go. Another windup. Held on by the goaltender, Parker Slotsby. Oh my goodness. What an effort from the Maple Grove goaltenders. Settled in nicely here in this third period. And we'll take a look at all these chances here once again on this replay. Quite the effort there. Scores! right off the draw. Cloquet gets a late goal with exactly 2 seconds to go. And so it's 6-4 now. So Cloquet makes things interesting, but they're trailing by quite a bit here. So this obviously isn't going to affect the final outcome of this game. And that'll do it. The Maple Grove Crimson, with a very solid third period of play, come out and win this one by a final of 6-4. Cloquet will fall to 4-8 on the season. Maple Grove picks up their 8th win of the year. Now 8-1-1 on the year. So a very good game between these two clubs. But Maple Grove finds their edge here in the third period. They win it thanks to the hat trick from Kyle Kukkonen. And again, a 6-4 final. So we'll have Benilde St. Margaret's and Lakeville South coming up here for you in about 25 minutes from the St. Louis Park Rec Center, and that'll be a good one. But thanks for joining us here. Final score, Maple Grove 6, Cloquet Esco Carleton 4. I'm Matt Harrington saying so long from St. Louis Park Rec Center.